Hi, it's Trudy. We are well and truly into the start of FY27, and for many organisations, this is a period in time where we're instigating more change. Change has become a continuous phenomena rather than an event. However, as we start the financial year, many organisations are restructuring, they're changing the focus of team, or even recommunicating what the priorities are for the year ahead. Inevitably, not everybody deals the same with change. What tends to happen psychologically is when people feel challenged or uncertain, they go into what's referred to as protection mode versus connection mode. So when we're feeling stable and we've got security and clarity around where we're going, we tend to be in connection mode. And what that means is that we're engaging with others, we're sharing problems, we're open to feedback and open to ideas, and hence change. However, when we feel threatened in any way, we go into protection mode. And what that means is all of our thinking becomes internal. We get very focused on our own emotional state. We resist help. We become less open to feedback, and we tend to try to solve problems ourselves. As a leader, if you're navigating change in your organization and trying to take your people on the journey, there's three key things that you can do that will help put people back into connection mode. The first is transparency. So the more authentic you can be around what the changes are, what you don't know, what the trade-offs are, the more people will lean into you and trust you. So transparency is absolutely critical. We need to be authentic. We need to be authentic about how we're feeling, and with vulnerability, talk about how we may be feeling through some of that uncertainty as well. The second is timely communication. Often through periods of change, there will be a lot of uncertainty, and as leaders, we don't actually know what the next steps are. However, an absence of communication means that people fill the gap with assumptions, and ultimately that can put people into a less confident state. So timely communication, even if the update is to say there's no update, making sure you're staying connected with people is critical. And the third and the final tip is to be checking in with individuals. It's critical that you can create a really high trust, safe space where individuals feel comfortable being vulnerable themselves, talking about their uncertainties, creating a space where they can ask questions around how they are going to be personally impacted. All of this takes time. However, at the end of the day, it's absolutely critical that you can take your people on the change journey. And your goal should be to effectively manage the emotional state of your team members so that they can set themselves up to continue to evolve with your team and with your organization. If you would like to have a chat about how to upskill your leaders to effectively lead change or to build resilience within your teams through periods of change, please reach out. We'd be delighted to have a chat to you.